just in case.
Yep,
we're on the game. We're good.
In the bottom right corner of King Sejong Station, we have the Yellow Terran playing for University of Florida Gators. He is Havoc. Woo! the slow golf clap.
No, we have to be like a poetry night.
Oh, okay.
And right here, in the top left, in the purple trunks, playing Zerg, it is Exarch.
Woo! Exarch. In Korea, we would say their names, count off 1, 2, 3, and then yell "fighting."
Really?
Yeah, that's how we do it.
Oh.
When you watch Pro League, you don't hear them do that?
I don't because it like.
All right, well you'll definitely.
I've heard the chants. I never knew what they meant.
You'll definitely hear it tonight when we're watching the Pro League.
Oh man, that's gonna be so much fun.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be the best.
Who do you think is gonna win?
Okay, here's the thing. KT needs to shut down Maru because Maru has a ridiculous multi-kill record when it comes to all-kill format against KT in the SPL playoffs.
Oh, does he really?
Yes, he's 3-killed KT like twice, and then he's 2-killed them.
Who would shut down Maru? Really?
Zest.
It would be Zest.
It'd be Zest?
Yeah,
Zest.
Zest just sound Terran like they're nothing. It's
frustrating.
He's
just a PvT guy. He does the same thing every fucking game, and nobody beats him.
But he's just so good at it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's just a god at it. He's just like, okay, you can do this. I can do the same thing over and over again. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll tell you in the beginning of the game, and you still can't beat me.
Yeah,
that's how ridiculous he.
I'd say if you exclude MVP, Zest is the best player in StarCraft in history.
If you exclude MVP.
If you exclude MVP. And life, for that matter.
And life. Yeah. I was just about to say, don't forget life.
Yeah, and life.
Life was a ridiculous player.
It's a sad what happened to life.
I don't think Innovation historically is better than.
Innovation's had really good long streaks.
Yeah, but I don't think he's not.
Innovation won 2 GSLs.
Yeah, but MVP won 1 GSL.
One. Yeah, he was a finalist against Solkey, and he won in 2015 against Sue.
Yeah.
No, he won in 2016.
Who?
That wasn't that wasn't GSL.
Against who?
That wasn't GSL finals.
I watched that game.
That wasn't finals though. I'm pretty sure it was semis. Because Biel was never in a GSL finals.
No, he was.
He was.
But he.
Oh yeah, Innovation did win 2 GSLs in 2015.
Innovation won
both
against
of them in
Biel.
2015.
Innovation won against Biel. Innovation won against Sue.
The other one in
Yep.
2016, I think.
No.
The one where Biel cried was in HOTS.
Both were in HOTS.
Yeah, both were in HOTS. You're right.
He won the one against 2014.
No.
Yeah, it was 2014.
Was it 2014?
He's so right. Yeah, he's right.
I'm Big B, the god.
God, I forget it's 2016.
Yeah.
It's Legacy of the Void now.
But
Everything sucks. Everything's worse.
But Zest won 2 GSLs in HOTS, a Kespa Cup, and he won a GSL in Legacy.
Alright,
he does really well in SSL. Anyways,
let's talk about the game a little bit now. We got a nice little stim coming in here from Havoc.
Yeah, this is like really standard right now. Every Terran player is doing this. 16 Marine double medevac drop with stim.
Since Queen Patch, this drop is a joke.
Yeah, I don't know why Terrans still do this build.
Yeah, they still insist.
Like they're like, no, this build's good.
You know,
they're like, no, stop it.
I think it can still work, but for clean and creep, they need to stop being so aggressive with it.
Yeah,
I see so many Terrans just kind of go on to creep and not give a fuck.
Or like go into the main base right underneath like an overlord and like still unload all the Marines and be like, okay, I'm still here waiting.
You know, I'm gonna ask you guys, since you're both fellow Zerg players, did you feel the Queen range buff was necessary? Do you feel like
yes?
I think it was because right now early Terran game aggression was too strong. It was
Liberators
ridiculous.
Here's the thing: Liberators were ridiculous unless you made 3 Ravagers to kill them. But that's such a heavy gas investment which means you don't make upgrades.
Oh, by the way, we should talk about this right now. That no wonder that Exarch hasn't been getting a 3rd base, but because he's going for a Nidus right now. He's building more queens. He shouldn't be injecting though. That's a big mistake. Like you actually don't need to inject as much if you're gonna go for a Nidus.
Yeah. What's unfortunate for him is that Havoc open tank and he has Liberator, and Liberator's the counter to
and
Nidus.
Stim's about to fin.
but he's it's like it's right there. Like he can see it. Havoc can see it.
Okay, but go to his vision right now. Click 1 on double click 1 and double click 2. I'm sorry. Is Is it not working? Double click.
Sorry.
Okay.
No, it is one.
Okay, is it one for Havoc as
Wow.
well? Okay.
So here we go. Like
If you
having.
can get that stim, if you can get the stim, that'd be the most important thing right now. But
He didn't
he's
see
ignoring
it. He didn't see it. But the Liberator is out. But the Queen range is just insane.
Yeah, but right now the tank is like firing from above. He can micro the tank. Stim is about to finish, and when Stim finishes, this push
Just did.
Gone. Yeah, and right there. He's gonna target
And the
out,
Nidus is gonna go down.
and all those units are trapped. He
And
needs
these
to build
units are
another
trapped.
Nidus right now to get those units out, or he's just gonna lose all these units for 3. Or he should drop a creep tumor right now to give himself some creep, but even
There's these lings down here. that
oh,
can't do
he's
anything.
rallying the lings now.
The lings can't do anything.
The F2.
The F2.
F2.
You know, I was
Like
gonna.
right now,
I was.
yeah, all these queens are just gonna die. This is
That is.
This has been hell.
yeah, this is like that's it. Right
And,
now, Exarch
these
has to
lines are
try to take a third. He needs to try to take a third base or try to do another push to try to win. But there's no push you can really do versus a Terran player that already has stim, already has tanks.
I mean,
and has medevacs out like already.
Exarch's Nidus attack. He invested a lot into the attack, but I don't think he got nearly enough.
Yeah.
Oh no, he killed
And-
some Marines and that was
Yeah,
it.
he did.
Yeah.
And
a
now.
tech lab on the
factory.
What's to stop Havoc from making another tank, picking him up, and just going to attack? He doesn't even have Ravagers.
Nothing right now. The only thing that could do it is the fear of another Nidus, and that is the only thing like that. Oh, I may move out, and he may have another Nidus waiting for me. Yeah. But right now, he's gonna push out and still defend. I think.
What I would love to see Havoc do right now is that Exarch didn't break the rocks in his natural, and so
siege up that.
Yeah, so
that
Havoc
part.
can drop the tank.
Oh, I don't like.
Oh, but he's just gonna jump right in here.
Yeah, and I don't like that. I think these are more than enough roaches to clean up these Marines.
But it does look like he's not. Oh, he's not targeting the.
It's still fine. The tanks can't. The tank can't do enough splash damage right now to deal with the roaches. And see, this is gonna get cleaned up. While if he dropped all the units, if he dropped the tank back there and then elevated the Marines onto the top, he could just micro that forever, and then Exarch could not mine from that gas and like. He
couldn't mine period from that base.
It's very interesting that Havoc decided not to take advantage of King Sejong Station's
every Terran
map layout. Right, every Terran does it, exactly.
And the Terrans that do, like, you see great success on this map.
Yeah.
Like, I always break down those rocks.
People say this map favors Terran because of that back mineral line in the natural that allows Liberators. That was a big deal. That's why I think the Queen buff was so necessary. Maps... It's because the map design allowed for Liberator and tank abuse with medevacs, and so the Queen range was needed just to buy time against the tank evacs, and also kill Liberators without a huge investment of spores or Ravagers.
Combat shields have finished, so these Marines are going to be a lot tougher to deal with, but he sees everything. Oh, is he going to get the medevac?
Nah.
Oh,
yeah.
That was really like...
It was close. It was close.
It was close.
He
But right
almost
now he's
had
dropping
it.
a Marine and a tank.
The one Marine, one tank.
this is a tough push to stop. But right now, good job on Dylan. He's actually targeting the medevac that was close by to the tank. Putting that drop on a timer right now.
Oh, look at that! Look at that medevac. It's so low. The health is so low, and it's someone carrying the tank right now.
But right now, that drop does go in. Only one Marine comes out. Dude, the one Marine.
The one Marine pressure.
Hey, dude, it
hurts.
You're good, man.
It
you
hurts.
scare them. You put
it
fear
hurts a
into your
lot.
enemy.
We shall rename this game Marine Craft.
Marine Craft. A Marine. Oh my god, but nice job. Like, Exarch is doing really well on coming back into this game, and he's actually like right now he's up in workers. He's mining more money right now, and I don't think he still doesn't have this third base Havoc.
It's up, but because of the creep.
Yeah.
Because of the creep, like he hasn't landed yet.
Yeah, no.
So
that's really bad right now.
It is. His third base should be up and running right now. It's not.
Whatever advantage, I feel like right now he has an advantage in his army. He has actually no, he doesn't even have an advantage in his army. Exarch actually has the more army supply, but Havoc has the better army. I want to say right now.
Oh, these tanks aren't sieged.
Right now he's stemming up forward, killing off all the roaches, and that's it. There's nothing else. There's no more cover for those Ravagers. Those Ravagers are gonna die in 2 seconds. And even though that was an even trade, that's still pretty good for Havoc. But right now, actually
no,
I changed my mind.
The supply lead is just so good for Exarch. What are you talking about?
I want to preface that only went that way because none of the medevacs were healing the Marines.
Yeah, none of that. There were no medevacs, and the tanks weren't sieged.
Yeah, the tanks
weren't sieged.
Yeah, even without sieging the tanks, if there were medevacs there and giving the Marines insane sustain, he would have lost a lot less army, and he would have been able to clean up those Ravagers.
Yeah, he
and that's
didn't-
important.
Oh, he
does
loses the
Ravage.
Liberator, and he's going to lose his tank if he's not careful.
Yeah, okay, no. Good general. The tanks have enough range and there's enough marine buffer.
That's
See,
true.
even with that trade right now, that was a really good trade for Exarch.
Yeah,
But-
Dylan is definitely back into this game and
Yeah.
ahead. He's up 40 supply. I'd like to see him kind of drone. He made 16 lanes. Those would have been 8 drones. He'd be in a great spot right now because he needs to drone his
Saturate the
fourth.
fourth base, yeah.
He needs to saturate
He
his
doesn't have the
fourth base.
gases even on the, and that's right, you see him gas starved right now.
Yeah.
Like, he only has 1 on each gas right now.
Yeah, right now either take a macro hatch or a 5th. Actually, what I would do is would be pull all my queens and make new queens, kind of. So defending these drops would be easier. Saturate the 4th with drones. You see those 16 lanes he made did nothing. The Marines just didn't die.
Yeah.
And
The
so
lanes do nothing right now. They're killing a queen. The medevac does go down, so those units are trapped there, but they're dealing decent amounts of damage right now, killing a few drones. And there's actually still alive. The links still aren't cleaning them up right now. It's a really good position. He's sitting right in between 2 mineral
Yeah, in
patches,
fact,
not letting the links get enough surface area.
I think. Oh, but that one hurts.
Yeah, that does
losing
hurt.
the medevac.
Not getting enough. Not getting all the units inside of it too.
I think what he was trying to do was he was trying to drop some at the 3rd and drop the rest at the main base. But the queen shot it down.
Yeah. No, that queen range really does help right now. Lets you target down those medevacs a little bit faster, and gives you and puts a clock on that drop. Even
Now,
more.
the question is, does Havoc know that this attack is coming? It's a large Ling Roach Ravager army right now.
I don't think with good micro on the tanks, picking up the tanks, I don't think.
But where are his medevacs?
He's
Where are
dropping-
Havoc's
he's
medevacs?
dropping with all his medevacs. So right now there's no medevacs to lift these tanks. So this would be the perfect time.
This is a
for
great
right now-
time.
to attack into this Marine tank because he's making.
Oh, but now the corrosive biles are on cooldown.
All the corrosive biles are done right now. Liberators are not sieging up, okay, and the corrosive biles are going down. He has no medevacs to heal this army right now, and even that's still a really good trade for Havoc. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a really good trade for Havoc right now, but still.
This is very interesting. I
It
think
could've been even
Exarch.
better with some
That fight went so well for
Yes.
Havoc because he had +2 attack versus +1 carapace.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm not sure if Exarch did the right choice there by trading his entire army. He didn't nearly get
You shouldn't
enough.
move out versus Terran. When you have a lead versus Terran, you should get Hive and try to get Ultras as fast as possible.
Exactly,
You
Ultras.
shouldn't move out versus a Terran.
But
if
now-
you have the lead, you take that lead.
Now
and
that
get
he's
Ultras.
traded away his army, he doesn't have enough army to stop Havoc from moving out, and Exarch's gonna have to give up this 4th base.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
right now, is he taking the base? Is he taking the high ground 4th right now, or the high ground 5th?
No, he's not.
It doesn't look like it.
No,
It's just
then,
called creep timber. It's just
right.
all creep timber.
Then
And
he has nowhere to send these drones to. The Liberators are killing anything that drops in the zone. There's 2 tanks, 3 tanks sieged up. He did pick up the Liberator, and the Marauders are slowly dying, but not fast enough.
Havoc's lack of medevacs is kind of interesting because as a Terran player, you really need those medevacs.
He's just not producing them right now. If you actually look at the production
Yeah,
tab
he's
right
been
now,
making Liberators instead of medevacs and just using that to.
Unfortunately, I don't see an Ultraless Cavern here for Exarch.
No, the
the
Hive
issue for
just
Exarch,
finished.
the issue for Exarch is that he's had 1 drone in each gas at his 3rd for the entire game,
has he still not fixed it?
He still hasn't fixed it.
Oh, that's
And he's been really gas starved because of it, and that's been really hurting him. He
Oh, he
can't
even
make the
lost
Ravager.
this.
He's only
that too.
had 5 Ravagers at a time, in each fight when Havoc is making Marauder tank. He's not just making Marines. This is Marauder tank, which means that if you have a very roach heavy army against this army, you end up losing. It's better to have more Ravagers, especially when there's no medevacs,
Yeah.
and you can just like make it rain on the tanks. I mean, seriously, having a lot of Ravagers in this army would help, but he can't afford it because he doesn't have the gas.
Yeah. No, look at that. Like, he's so gassed out. Like, his minimum to gas ratio is like so little right now. And right now, he's trying to hold the 4th base. But right now, Havoc's just gonna stem up there. He doesn't even need medevacs right now.
He doesn't.
He's
He
gonna kill
doesn't.
the 4th base, make the kill all the queens, kill the roaches, kill the creep, and right. It looks like it's gonna go to. This is actually game number 2. Exarch won game 1.
Yes.
And this is game
you're
number
right.
2. And it looks like Havoc's gonna tie this up and make it go to our first game 3 of the night. Actually.
Yeah. First game 3.
It actually makes it somewhat interesting, and this is why I said it's going to be. That's why I think it's going to be between Havoc and Exarch to make it out 4th in this. Make it out 4th
For the
groups.
For the first time ever, we have a series going to Game 3.
I know. I'm actually really hyped about it.
I'm excited.
I saw this matchup first, and this is the one I was the most excited for because I think them two are the most skilled. the most skilled, like evenly matched, like
The most
people.
evenly matched out of everyone here.
Yeah, like
Gotcha.
that or
There's
me
no
and
skill.
Bagby.
There's hardly any skill discrepancy between Havoc and Exarch.
Yeah, it's
And
very,
it,
very
the
small.
scores reflect that.
And look at that. Havoc's so being patient. He's like, I'm not gonna rush this. I don't want to throw this.
And yet, he still has no medevac.
he's still not making them.
He's not making
Click
any
D on the
medevacs.
star point.
And I think it's because he just doesn't want to die to ultras, so he wants
No,
liberators.
still, you won't die to ultras if all your marines are red.
Do they have chitinous?
No.
No, it doesn't look like
They
it.
had chitinous, honestly.
Maybe.
Honestly,
And
he
then-
could win this fight with 3 ultras and queens transfusing.
But he's not getting it. I think he doesn't have the gas because this thing only has one.
Yeah, I
There's
wish
one gas on each gut.
just one medevac, just one, right?
Anything. Oh, right now, nice transfuse onto the ultra right now, trying to keep it alive for as long as you can, but still that focus fire really good. And that Exarch can't even deal with the forward army that's pushing him. There's still like 6 tanks in the back and another bio ball. And right now he's like, wait, I don't have medevacs. He throws down another starport.
He throws down a Ghost Academy 3 rack.
I wonder if Havoc notices that his army is just in the red. Like,
No, I think he
any
notices,
medevacs
but
on
I
the
think
map?
he's just like, I don't need
No.
it. I think he's like putting a crutch on himself right
but
now.
I mean,
I'm so far ahead. I don't.
as
need
a Terran player, how can you not get medevacs? It's just it's. But you know what? I mean,
it. He doesn't need it. He's like, I don't need
do
them.
he's starving out his opponent. Like,
Well, to be fair, no, actually,
Exarch
he's mining.
is,
I don't think he realized that he's mining that base.
oh, never mind. Exarch.
So he
has a
Exarch,
chance.
he actually has 1 base economy right now, and he's mining,
Yeah.
which is a lot
Oh,
of kindness plating.
never mind.
Honestly-
right here.
No, not even with 2 ultras with kindness plating isn't gonna stop this.
Yeah. Oh, medevacs. We got him.
That's okay, yeah.
We got him.
And that's it. That's it. Dylan has
Wow, that ultra
melted in 2 seconds. GG.
I would say 2 fungal girls right there would have been beautiful.
Yeah, but what gas
army
did he
was
have?
So stacked.
Yeah.
The army was so stacked up.
Honestly, if you
Fungal
had gotten
girls would've been
infestors,
amazing.
if you hadn't been gas starting, you gotten infestors with the road Ravager,
Could've
no medevac and fungals. Ooh.
Exactly.
He came back. He had a real I misjudged that fight completely. The one at first.
Yeah.
The first fight, I misjudged that completely. I thought like Havoc was just gonna wreck through them. Like, okay,
Yeah, but I
Ravager,
saw that he had
Bio.
medevacs, and I was like, yep, this is not going to go for the Havoc's way. It's just not. And then,
I didn't notice that.
uh,
Yeah, I didn't notice that until too late.
Yeah.
But right now, it's finally tying it up.
The Liberator was positioned in the back, and the tanks were not sieged, and then there were no medevacs. So that first fight could have
There's
gone.
literally
Havoc's-
3 things
yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, that first fight could have gone in Havoc's way, like by a large margin.
Yeah.
But the little things that he forgot to do, it
I
allowed Exarch to trade really well.
I think Exarch would have been fine if he didn't attack the 3rd.
Yes, absolutely.
There's no reason you have an advantage. I'll say a lot of this is. It's really different, especially for me, versus Terran. I always think that I can just go kill them right now. I just defeated their army. I can go attack. No, you need to say that like no. Let me get ultras. I move when I have ultras, and I just defend. I'll defend the drops and defend the pushes until I get ultras out.
most EVTs are lost for rushing the game.
Yeah.
That attack on the 3rd, once Havoc killed off the entire army of Exarch, there's nothing preventing him from moving out.
Yeah.
Because he knows Exarch doesn't have anything, and he's rebuilding back at home.
Yeah. No, exactly. But right now it is Frozen Temple. Everyone, both Terrans and Zergs have mixed reviews on this. Some people say this is heavily Zerg favored. Some people say this is heavily Terran favored.
Heavily turn.
I agree that it's heavily Terran favored because it's impossible to take a 4th. But before we get into that, let's introduce our players. And right here in the top left, in the yellow trunks, playing Terran, bringing it back to 1-1. It is Havoc.
And in the bottom right of Frozen Temple, we have the Purple Terran. He won game 1. Can he close it out? 2-1. This is Exarch.
Is Exarch in LOF?
No.
No, he's not. Okay,
He's
but
not.
but you two are former teammates from UCF.
Yeah, no, we're still teammates. We're still on the
Uh-huh.
same CSL team right now. And yeah, we still practice a lot.
It's just that they both don't have the tag.
He does that all the time. The star. Every time he milks out.
Yeah, he does that. Yeah, he tells me, he's like, he tells me, like, do you like the star that I make every time? I'm like, yes, it's beautiful.
How do I give Exarch a score 1 here on the scoreboard?
I think it's
Shift 1?
shift 1 for that.
Yep. Shift
There
one.
we go.
Yeah, I think it's Control 1 for the bottom, Shift 1 for the top.
And then it's Control Shift to make it best of 3, best of 1, best of 5.
Yeah,
Still getting used to this overlay too.
I've never used this overlay before, so
I've
I
used
have
it
no
only,
idea.
I've only used it one time, and I liked it so much that I want to keep on using it because it's really nice.
I mean, I feel like isn't this what Pro League uses? Or no, this is what a lot of tournaments uses.
Yeah,
right?
like I know DreamHack uses this. I don't know.
I prefer the old game heart. I still have it on my computer.
The old
Like,
game?
yeah, and it still updates because it shows the upgrades at all times.
Yeah.
And I really like
The
that.
upgrades here?
Yeah, it shows the upgrades
Yeah,
showing up.
why don't they do that anymore?
I don't know.
Why don't
I
they do the
know.
workers getting killed anymore?
Yeah, I know that Pro League does that. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Well,
Like,
if you create the map with WCS mod, it shows like the workers making on the CC, and it shows when workers are killed.
Oh yeah, see, I like that a lot. I like the old. I like the
That's
old
why it
one.
doesn't show up here because they didn't make it with WCS mod.
Hmm.
The maps have to be made with the WCS game heart mod.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
They just jumped into the game
Yeah.
real quick.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
when we made it, you made sure we had that WCS game mod on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. All right, well,
That's fine.
it's okay.
Well,
We'll
right now we do
just
see
get it next time.
just a Reaper expand into dropping down a factory, getting a reactor on one of his barracks, dropping down another barracks. So it's probably going to be again that 16 Marine double medevac push, that tried and true that every Terran does.
And not with because of the Queen range upgrade. Now even Reapers are struggling to.
No, it's
harass.
only anti-air.
It's
The ground range is 5.
Yeah, the ground range is still the same.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
wait, no,
only-
you're right.
yeah,
You're
it's
right.
only anti-air.
Yeah, forever
You're
it
right.
it's been ground range 5, anti-air 7, and now it's ground range 5, anti-air 8.
Dude,
Right.
imagine if Queens had a
8 range.
Dude,
Holy shit.
It would be like just a Queen push every game.
I'd do that, man. Zerg would be balanced. Let's make Zerg great again. David, please. Davey, please.
Yeah.
You know, I'm curious. Why do you think Koreans are struggling so much right now?
Korean
Zergs.
Zergs. So what Korean Zergs are really good at is being mechanical beasts. But Legacy of the Void is less about being the mechanical beast and more about understanding the game and know where you are in the game. A lot of Koreans think that they can just push when they have Roach Ravager and try to end the game, especially versus Terran. And you just can't do that anymore. Like, you can't really be aggressive versus Terran. You have to play the very defensive play style of Roach Ravager and get ultras. Like, Rogue is one of the few people I've ever seen pull off, and he still doesn't pull it off consistently. But he pulls off that Ling Bane Queen with like Ling and Bane drops.
That's just the final cell. So I kind of wanted to talk about that. The Koreans have never been good at innovating builds. Usually what Koreans do is that they see what builds the Europeans come up with, and then they just master them with better mechanics, and then that's why they're better. Like, Koreans have better mechanics than Europeans, but they're
Europeans
not
are
as
smarter.
innovative or creative.
Yeah.
So like Beyond is like currently considered the best Terran in Legacy of the Void. He didn't come up with any of his builds. He copied all the builds from Beastie Cutie. He told Beastie Cutie, he said, I don't make any of my builds. I watch your VODs and I copy them. That's what he said to him. He said that to Beastie Cutie.
Yeah, you copy them. but-
Beastie Cutie has made up most of the Terran builds right now in Legacy. He's created them. The only other Terran that really made builds was like Maru and Innovation. Maru made the 16 Marine drop into Devil Liberator attack.
MVP.
That was ridiculously strong.
Yeah, it
MVP
was.
made a lot of builds back in his prime.
Yeah, and I think for Zergs in Korea, Life was that player that kind of created the strategies that were meta, and then other Koreans just copied him. But with Life being gone, they kind of lost their innovators. Sue isn't there anymore either. He's kind of bad.
He's bad.
And-
He's
and-
not kind of bad.
Yeah,
He's bad.
a lot of Zergs aren't really making it in GSL or SSL because they lose to Terrans because they still try to make Ling Bang Yuta work.
But
and
it
just
doesn't
can't
work. Like Solar
it
tried,
just can't work.
Like Solar tried to do it, and I saw Solar lose, and I was just like, God damn it! Like,
yeah,
Uh,
now Solar does that. Ling
So one thing I want to comment on is he's doing that famous 16 Marine stim timing push, but
Oh, is
it
that
got
back? And that's what you don't do this build. That's
the
what you-
money hits. The money
Oh
hits.
my god, the +8 range as a Terran player, it hurts.
Oh man, as a Zerg, I'm cheering
It
right
hurts. But
This
here's
is
one
great.
thing I wanted to comment on earlier was that it got scouted so quickly.
now. Yeah, it did get out so quickly. And
The first two links saw it. It got scouted so quickly.
yeah, and this
so
is
Exarch was ready for
this
it.
is a really bad start for Exarch.
It-
But
no,
Exarch-
for Havoc.
For Havoc, I'm sorry, thank you. But this is a really bad start, and like he had an advantage and almost threw it last game. Now this game, he's at a disadvantage. With losing, he lost 2 medevacs and 16 Marines for 2 queens. I think,
Right,
right?
he didn't
I
trade
think he
efficiently
only,
at
he
all.
killed 2 queens, and that was it.
Just
didn't
want
trade
to
efficiently
let
at
you
all.
guys know, like, +1 carapace is already done. +2's on the way. Hive is on the way.
+1 melee, bailing speed.
I mean, this is just a completely different Exarch.
Yeah.
From
this is
from
the
game
From game 2.
From game 2.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, this is gonna be beautiful.
Yeah, he says that he loves to do this because he's like,
It's really strong.
because he's like, no matter what will happen, like I'll take some damage, but I'll deal damage in return. Because you're gonna take. He's like, he told me like you're gonna take damage to return no matter what. That's impossible to not take any damage versus a Terran. At least most of the time, impossible to take no damage.
Although
So,
right now he took no
the
damage.
question-
Right
is-
now he took no damage. but
question
that was
is-
more of a mistake of.
Is Havoc going to scout this fest? Because he can pull the SCVs, but most Terran players are always so focused on what's
Yeah,
going
because
on
you
with
never
the
expect
army
this.
and their expansion. That here we go! Oh, the failures!
Good.
How
Good
many
control
workers
R
have been
right there.
killed?
8
8.
workers.
8 workers.
So that's average amount.
So
for this Baneling.
that's 2 SCVs per 1 Baneling that
Yeah.
that just happened,
Yeah,
which
no.
is a
Really good trade.
good trade.
Good trade.
It was.
And if you constantly do that, like he told me, what Exarch was telling me is that Terran players very rarely expect this to happen because it never happens. So they're never checking, like they're never like looking at the minimap looking for drops because not many Zergs go drops. So he's like, I'm gonna keep incorporating it in, and like right there he's doing it again, sending more lanes down that way, morphing them into Bane lanes. And right now he's down by 12 workers. The mules are gonna make up for that for the time being. But right now the Ultra's Caverns on the way, Tutu's on the way, Adrenal Glands, which is really important, is on the way. And what does Havoc have to deal with it right now?
God, that's an 8. That's like a 740 Ultralis Cavern. Holy shit.
That's super early.
Yeah.
But the pressure, he's been putting on so much pressure.
I mean, the
And
thing,
he lost them 2 medevacs, so you can't really move out.
the thing to remember is because Havoc is just so behind now.
Yeah.
Exarch knows he can tech this quickly because Havoc can't pressure anymore.
Yeah, this is he's just now dropping his 4th. So this is like 3 base fast Ultra Rush.
I don't know if this turret placement is a good idea because you need to place it like here so that the Overlord, because the Overlord's already gonna come in here anyways.
Yeah, Dylan saw the turrets and he's just like, "Yep, I'm out of here.
Honestly,
I'm not doing this anymore."
I would like if he dropped it maybe at the 3rd.
Maybe
I don't have a lot more.
what about just dropping it here and just walking them over?
That's what I do actually.
Exactly. Just get out of the sight, the vision of these buildings, and just drop it.
Yeah, what I do sometimes is like even I'll like pressure with like lings at the front, keep his attention somewhere else, and then I'll even like lose a few lings. I don't mind losing a few lings, but if I kill like 8 to 10 SCVs.
Oh my
Am I the only
god,
one
this
that
is gonna be a multi-prong drop.
Am I the only one that notices that Havoc never scans for creep and just doesn't give a fuck? He just walks with creep all the time.
Yeah, no, he does that versus me too.
All right, so this
And
is
it's
gonna be.
really, like he plays really.
Oh, it's coming!
I think it's
Overlord
double
drop
bomb.
from here and Overlord drop from here.Ore we go.
Yeah, let's see
If Havoc isn't ready for this, he's gonna lose a bunch of workers. Oh, he's just gonna walk him over.
Yeah, I like
he's just
this.
gonna walk him over.
I like this.
Oh!
That's another 7 SCVs
Not
that
the
just
best
died right there.
synergy.
Yeah, not the best one. He's not dropping the other one. I think he may have forgotten about the other one.
There's a good chance he may have forgotten about this because it's just not moving. Even though it was a perfect opportunity to kill a bunch of
Ultras are
SCVs.
outside.
Yeah, and all those SCVs are really low right now.
Oh,
but right now,
but we
kindness
have
plating is
PJ Salt,
Almost
Baby
done.
Rage.
yeah, kindness plating is almost done. 3 ultras are on the way, and right now, sacrifice this 3rd. Don't fight this right now. Sacrifice the 4th base. You have ultras. Don't fight this army. No.
Oh, what is he doing?
Oh, taking some shots from
he's
there.
losing lings.
I don't think he should fight this right now. Wait, I don't.
I think he can. He has better upgrades.
Does he have?
He's-
Oh yeah,
he's-
kindness plating
he's got it.
just finished right now.
He's got
Gonna move
it.
in.
He's got it. These bio is just one.
Oh!
He's just.
That could have been a lot worse.
That could have been so much
My
worse.
goodness.
Oh no!
Oh my goodness.
And right now, Exarch smells blood. He's like, I just killed all your army with 2 banelings. I'm gonna win.
This is
I'm gonna win
terrible.
the game right now.
What was Havoc doing that he lost?
Well, yeah, what was
sight?
he? He just didn't micro.
Yeah, what was he focusing on?
He stemmed them and then just left them there. Right now, he's trying to micro the sea chains, trying to like kill as much as he can. But right now, the ultras are gonna kill everything else. And
JJ.
GG.
GG and game 3 goes to Exarch. Wow.
2-1.
that was
Wow, that
really,
was-
really well done.
I mean,
I think that game was like a complete opposite of game number
it was
2.
complete opposite of game number 2. Exarch, he shut down the drops, took very minimal damage, did a Baneling drop, and forced Havoc to stay at the base while he was losing SCVs, then teched up to Ultralisk. We gotta get him over here and interview him. That was
Come
a
on.
great game.
Where's the man? Where's that boy?
There he is.
Oh my god.
There he
What
is.
a god.
I need to shake this guy's hand. You know, on camera. I gotta shake this guy's hand on
No,
camera. That was a great game.
God.
As a Terran player, I hate you, but that was a great game.
That was so How'd you feel after killing both the medevacs and only losing like 2 queens?
In game 3?
Yes. Because I know how I would have felt. And I would have been like, oh, I've got this game. I've got this game.
It felt pretty good. I saw the 2 medevacs going up towards the north with one of my overlords, so I just kind of sent up the 4 queens and thought, alright, maybe I can catch them off guard over here, and I got one of them for free, so that was very nice.
Yeah, no, it was really, really good. And then that game number 2, you were behind because of the Miss Nidus, and then you were ahead because Havoc just took a really shitty engagement. You equalized the game again, and then what made you think that, oh, I want to go attack the 3rd right now? Because you lost that fight super one-sidedly. Like, it wasn't close. So what made you think?
I wasn't really sure what I was thinking. I guess I thought like maybe I could. I guess I thought I was more ahead than I was, just because I was able to take a pretty good engagement and sort of get ahead. But then I just kind of got surrounded by the Marines, and then I basically had nothing, and then he just kind of pushed across the map.
Yeah. So my question for you, after losing game 2 the way you did, what allowed you to not get tilted, to keep your focus, and to actually dominate that game 3 the way you did?
I felt like, well, game 1 wasn't casted, but I felt like game 1 was a little bit like game 3, just in like the build I chose. So I figured like just kind of go back to what I did game 1. Don't try to like
do new things.
Yeah, like
stick to what you know.
Yeah, like don't try to do cute things with the Nidus.
Yeah.
So,
what about the drop? Was that also in game 1? The bailing drops?
Yes, I tried to do them game 1, but I never really got them off because he pulled off all of his workers before I could drop. So
when we were watching that game 3, we saw like you had an overlord here and an overlord here. We thought a double prong drop was coming in.
I forgot about
but that second overlord never moved, and we were so disappointed.
We're just like, we're like, Dylan's a god. We're like, Dylan's a god.
Overlord was still there at the end of the game with the 4 Baileys. They were still standing there, waiting for you to give the command.
I started to send it towards the main, but the main didn't have many workers, and it also had
is that why you
missile turret. Yeah, so then I sent it back. I didn't even bother, and then I just forgot about it after that.
Alright. When did you notice that you didn't saturate your gases at your 3rd game number 2? Because I think that's one of the main reasons why you lost.
You had like 1K.
You had 1K.
Oh, in game 2. Yeah, I was like, I have no gas right now, and I don't know why.
Yeah, no, you didn't take the one in your main, which a lot of Zergs don't.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, like I normally just take one gas main.
Yeah, but you only had one guy on each gas on your 3rd base.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if you noticed or not.
I never noticed.
Oh yeah. So Spectrum and Blast. I'm a Terran player, so I couldn't really comment much on game 2 from your end, but they did a great job. They noticed like the lack of drones on the investigating gas or the extractors, so they could tell you kind of
so like all the 5,000 things that I was doing wrong.
Right. 5,000.
I'd say more like 1,000. You gotta give yourself more credit.
Did you notice that he never had medevacs?
Yeah, like during the last push there, like all of his bio was just like bruised and it wasn't healing, and I was like, all right.
That's why you stayed in the game, right?
Yeah, because I was like, all right, maybe if he just never makes
and I get ultras.
and I can just get.
Ultras and chitinous.
Yeah, it was ultras and chitinous.
It was a shame because
he got medvacs, and I was like, all right, just push down.
Yeah,
and it died.
It was a shame because if you just had 2 infestors, 2 fungal growths, you could have just rolled over that army. No medevacs. Ultras and lings just roll over it.
Yeah, but you don't have the gas for the medevacs.
That just goes back to the initial issue that he had, that he never had gas because he wasn't mining 3 of his 8 gases.
Yeah.